2020, am I right? What a weird year this has been. And if the first week of 2021 has been any kind of indication, I think 2021 is here to party. And I know that a lot of people struggle, small businesses, a lot of creatives like filmmakers and photographers, and I totally understand that. Fortunately, I was so fortunate to not be one of those, and my business in 2020 was actually not that bad. And that was mostly due to me diversifying my revenue streams. What does that even mean? So in this video, I want to tell you guys how I made 2020 a good year for me instead of a really bad one. And this isn't to brag or anything, but really to help you guys and maybe inspire some of you to start doing the same. Because as a freelancer, especially a photographer or filmmaker, if your clients actually stop ringing your doorbell, you're basically unemployed. And that could happen due to so many things, and it doesn't even have to be a worldwide pandemic. So in this video, I will show you how I made money as a filmmaker / photographer in 2020. And I won't tell you how much I made, just how I made it. And I will give you an overview of how many percentages of this actually made a total of all my revenue streams in 2020. So maybe this is still interesting for you. So I will talk about more on that after the intro. My name is Damien Cooper and welcome to Marketplace. So the first thing I need to say is that this didn't happen overnight. I didn't wake up in 2020 and thought like, oh, there's a worldwide pandemic, let's do a 180 and do something completely different. This was actually somewhat years in the making, and I was so fortunate that all my seeds that I planted before actually started to grow in 2020. And in all honesty, the pandemic actually helped because I didn't really have any alternatives. There weren't any clients, I didn't really have anything else to do, so I could fully focus on the one thing that actually made me money in 2020 and will continue to make me money in 2021 and beyond. So here's my pie chart for 2020, and I divided this into the 6 biggest revenue streams that I had coming in 2020 as a filmmaker / photographer. So let's start with the smallest number, and the smallest number of my revenue stream is Google Ads. And that means it all came from this YouTube channel. So whenever you guys watch my videos and I rack up 1,000 views, I get a certain amount of money paid by Google for showing these ads. And that really fluctuates how much money that is, because it depends on the location the viewers come from and what time of the year it is. Towards the end of the year, it's usually more because, well, there's the holiday season, and it also depends on what kind of niche you're in. So I'm selling tech, so I am somewhat marketable, but it's really a competitive branch as well. So if you're really in a small niche, those numbers might be way higher for you than they are for me. And honestly, I don't really get that many views a month or even on certain videos. So this really isn't the biggest revenue stream from my YouTube channel, but it does make a little bit of money. The second biggest revenue stream, and this one is pretty much equal to Google Ads at 7%, is affiliate marketing. So what is affiliate marketing? Affiliate marketing basically means whenever I recommend a product or a service to you guys that I really like and use myself, and you actually end up purchasing a subscription or purchase a plugin for Motion VFX or Artlist, Artgrid, Epidemic Sound, then whenever you do so, I do get paid a small commission for it. And the same is true for Amazon and affiliate links. Under all of these videos, there are Amazon affiliate links. And whenever you click on one, you don't even have to purchase that particular product that I'm recommending, but I do get a cut of whatever you buy the next 24 hours on Amazon. And this could be a dishwasher or sex toys. So here I want to thank everyone that actually clicks on one of these links before they purchase anything. And that could be Amazon, or whenever you start a subscription with Artlist, Artgrid, or whatever I'm recommending down in the description below. So my next biggest revenue stream in 2020 was DP work. And what is DP work? DP work basically means when I'm getting hired as a director of photography, meaning I only come with my camera and I shoot for somebody else, a director or a TV producer, or maybe I'm doing a live stream. And in 2020, I have worked for TV, live streaming, I worked on a feature film as well as a documentary. And this number will hopefully only continue to grow in 2021. Due to the pandemic, I have spent more time in Vienna in 2020 than I have probably done the couple of years before that combined. And that way I was able to network and expand my client base and meet a lot of cool new people. And some of these people actually want me to work with them on projects, but I'm only shooting and I'm not doing the editing or the entire project. And I will be doing a lot of work for TV in 2021, and I'm really looking forward to this because it's also a different style of shooting, and I actually do really like that. And next up at 17% is our online store. And as most of you know, we are selling LUT packs, presets, as well as contracts on our online store. And I appreciate every single one who has previously purchased anything from our online store. And as of right now, we only have digital products in our online store. And that is a pretty cool and smart way to add another revenue stream to your portfolio. Because you don't have any inventory, you don't have any stock, and you basically don't have any costs associated with it other than basically running the store. And another cool thing is you only have to do the work once, you upload it to your store, and then it basically lives there forever. Of course, you have to promote it, and that's what I do with all of our products in almost every YouTube video, but I also use these all the times. Our own LUT packs, I grade literally 100% of all of our videos with these LUT packs. So those are products that I'm actually using myself all the time. So I can highly recommend them to you, and that is also something that is really important to me. And as I've just said, as of right now, there's only digital products on there. And not only am I going to expand the portfolio of digital products that I'm selling online, because I'm going to add some more LUT packs, and I'm also starting some courses. I'm actually working on a masterclass for interview setups right now that you can purchase somewhere in 2020 in our online store. But I'm also expanding the portfolio to physical goods as well, because we're also currently working on merchandise for this channel. So stay tuned for even more stuff to purchase from our online store in 2020. So I'm really hoping that this revenue stream will expand in 2021 as well. The second biggest revenue stream of 2020 was a little bit of everything, so I call this category Other because there's a lot of small jobs that I did that don't really fit into any of the other categories. For example, I did a job as a colorist, I did some photo shoots, some one-on-one consulting, some sponsored videos here on YouTube, but any of these don't really make up for enough to actually put it into its own category, because sometimes I only did it once. For example, I did a website for someone, but I usually don't do websites, but this was a little bit of the revenue that came into 2020. And surprisingly enough, that actually made up a huge portion of all the income of 2020. I think in 2021 this will be really slimmed down because I'm really completely full with all the other revenue streams that are even going to grow further in 2021. So I think these little small jobs that aren't really fitting into any categories are just going to be a lot smaller from here on out. And our last category, and that is the biggest one, and you probably guessed it, at 35% of all the income coming in 2020 is just regular freelance client work. And that includes shooting music videos, image videos, and all these kind of videos where you get hired by a client for a project and you just do the entire project from start to finish. And honestly, that wasn't really as much as it should have been due to the pandemic and all the lockdowns and everything that was going on in 2020. And to be quite frankly, on this alone, I probably wouldn't have survived 2020 as a business. Maybe I would have, but I would definitely not have been able to invest into more gear and even growing my business in 2020 going into 2021. So having to rely on clients in 2020 would have not gotten me through 2020 in one piece, and that's for sure. So before we wrap this video up, there's another category, and that is actually a significant one, but I didn't really know how to fit this into my pie chart. And that is free stuff. As you know, as a gear reviewer here on YouTube, I do a lot of product reviews. And quite frankly, a lot of these products are sent to me by the companies in exchange for a review. But all of these reviews are 100% honest and my own opinion. And I don't send them their video before uploading for approval, or I don't have any talking points or stuff that I'm not allowed to say. As a matter of fact, it actually happened to me twice in 2020 that I actually didn't like the product they sent me at all, so I actually hit them up before publishing and said that I really can't recommend the product, and I didn't have to publish the video at all because they didn't want the bad press. And bad press is just bad for everyone basically. So all of the products that I do get sent, I get to keep after I'm doing the reviews. And a lot of these things I actually do need and use, like my Angelbird memory cards, my OCG7 external monitor, or my Zeapon sliders, for example. So I don't have to purchase them myself. And that actually saved me a lot of money on equipment in 2020. Some of the stuff I don't need anymore, I sell afterwards, and that also makes a bit of profit and is another revenue stream for this YouTube channel, but it's really undefined because how much of the products would I have actually bought myself and which one of those do I actually just use and how much money did I actually make selling those. So I just left this category just out of it at all, although it does make up a significant portion of the revenue streams in 2020. So there you have it. These were all the revenue streams that I used in 2020 to survive, and not only survive, but actually strive and grow my business going into 2021. If you have any questions to this, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, give this video a thumbs up because it really helps the channel grow. Make sure to follow me on Instagram to see more behind the scenes, and I regularly do some Q&As as well as some polls on what kind of videos you want to see in the near future. And obviously, make sure to subscribe, and then I will see you on the next one.